Accidentally negotiated better trade-in price for my car by lying. Is this what you're supposed to do? Hyundai offered me $1,000 for my shitty Ford SUV with engine problems, not even sure why, but I instantly said Mazda offered me $5,000. Which was a lie. Mazda offered me $4,000, but they also denied my application after that, so I wasn't getting anything at all from them. Hyundai ended up giving me $5,000 for it to match that. For reference, when I bought my shitty Ford SUV in the first place, I was and still am clueless on the process. So I brought my cousin. When she asked about negotiating, they said there's no negotiation on price. I'm still unclear on what's supposed to happen. Are you supposed to ask nicely if they will give you a lower price? Or are you just supposed to pit them against another dealership, or what? Is there a third option? Normally I'm against lying. But this is a negotiation tactic. They will lie to you without a second thought. So it's fair game. It's the right move. I got almost $8,000 off the price they quoted me for my car. Given the chance, they will fuck you as hard as they can. What it really means is they had that $4,000 baked into the deal somewhere else and could afford to lose it. The manager would not have approved it if there was any actual loss. Yes, lying is the most important aspect of the car buying experience. They are lying to you at every step, so lie back. I will 100% guarantee that they have lied to you at some point in this process. It's not lying, it's negotiating. There's no right answer to what the final price should be. That's determined between what the two parties agree on. You could say that it's actually worth $5 billion and that the Prince of Saudi Arabia is going to buy it in the next 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. As long as you aren't misrepresenting the car itself. Which is just straight up fraud. If lying is bad in negotiating the purchase price of cars, I wager there are few, if any, good car salespeople. Dealerships are organized to suck money out of you. And undervaluing a trade-in is one of the ways they do it. I think you did good. As if any dealer in an auto dealership ever told the truth. I'm not a GM fan. But you can factory order a GM. For a fixed price. To be picked up at the dealership of your choice. The dealer will try to stick on another 25. Dealers are scum. If they are on fire, save your piss. Good shit, man. I'm proud of you. As long as you didn't lie about any features of the car or its condition, you'll be fine. You won. Fuck them. Yes, you should definitely lie to the car salesman. He sure as hell is going to lie to you. My husband used to work in sales. And he hated it because they told him to lie to people to sell stuff. As far as I'm aware. They tried to lie to people to get him to buy stuff. Never feel bad about lying to a car dealer or estate agent. They'd sell their own grandmothers if they could. No one gets ahead at a dealership by telling the truth. They've been lying to you as soon as you stepped through the doors. If they didn't feel it was in their interest, they wouldn't have gone for $5,000. You're just playing their own game. Traditional car dealerships will absolutely rape you financially and smile while they are doing it. Don't feel bad at all. That's the game. I witnessed a dealership forge my mum's wage higher than what it was so she could buy one of their cars. It was wild. My mum didn't care, but 18 years old me was sweating bullets thinking this is so wrong. That same dealership went on to absolutely rip my friend off. She's paying double what she should be. I'm 31 now, I don't give a fuck. Lie through your teeth to them, don't feel guilty for a second. They already lied about how much they were willing to offer. They said 1,000. But it was at least 5,000. So it's okay to lie back. Of course. You can't just lie about any old thing. Don't say the engine runs when it doesn't. Yes. You always lie about shit unless you're under contract or oath or some legal requirement. Always lie. Not a problem at all. You did well. I'm surprised they didn't ask to see a copy of the offer from Mazda. Though, when I bought a brand new Subaru at the start of the pandemic when there was still a lot of inventory, I negotiated with different dealerships to get the lowest price possible, and a few of them were savvy enough to demand to see official quotes before making their offer. They're never going to give you more for your car than they can sell it for an auction. Any fluctuation in that number is either hidden in the paperwork somewhere, a markup, the financing, or they're just selling the car to you for more than they need to. If they can't hide the difference, the deal won't get approved, or they will yo-yo finance you to get you to buy something else like a warranty to sweeten their side to make up for it. That's a lie that's generally acceptable to anyone who haggles. It's up to you whether you think it's ethical. If you lie about the condition of what you're selling, you've crossed a line. Not an issue. Any salesperson who is remotely worth a shit will say ask for it. Word track time for you salespeople. Do you have their offer in writing? I can present the written offer ex-dealer made you to my sales manager. We appraise trade-ins pretty aggressively and rarely get outbid by such a large margin. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. They lied to you first by saying your car was only worth $1,000 when they knew they would give you more. That fucking rocks, dude. Accidentally. I'd be more concerned that they can drop $4,000 in the blink of an eye like that. Tells me that they were reaming you on the new car purchase. Yes, dealerships scam people all the time. They're one of the few places I feel comfortable lying. You've just learned what bluffing is. Now get to the poker table. Yes, it's wrong because car dealers never lie. I mean, it's a common practice in getting better contracts for mobile phone rates and shit. Call them. Tell them you got offer XY, which may or may not be true depending on if you called another company force before the one you already have a contract with, and they almost always will give you a really good contract upgrade for much less. That's how my mom used to do. Call another company. Ask them for that and this. Then afterwards call your current contract partner and tell them what the other company offered you. A guy the first knew who sold cars said that if everyone walks away from the deal and is happy with it, then it's all good. I should have done that. Don't listen to people who say walk away. Salesmen will forget about you the second you're out the door and just spam your email. Your best option is online shopping. The cars are already marked down to compete with other dealer sites. And go straight to each dealer site to see lowest price and complete inventory. Then when you get there, you've still got room to negotiate. I negotiated multiple cars online through email before I bought my car in May. Normally they won't match, and unless you have proof written offer. If they matched without proof, that means the dealer is already shady and knowing lowballed you with 1K offer. Based. As long as you don't lie about the condition of the car, I'm sure you're good. It's not like they're not trying to underpay for it anyway. And if they were willing to buy for that much, they're obviously planning to sell it for much more.